Hey, how's it? Hang loose. I guess newspaper talk story. It's gonna be newspaper talk story every day until I miss a day. You know, it's like when I went and I found out they cut out the Saturday paper, because I go up to the paper every day. We get routine. So I go up, get the paper, come back. That's what you should do. Just go up, get the paper, get the Sudoku, because the witch is upstairs. And get updates on the witch, which is the NPD, narcissistic personality disorder person. And boy, I'm gonna have to. I'm not trying to lay it on you. It's like, oh, I feel bad. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. But maybe it's helpful, and maybe it's not, because maybe there's no solution to those things. Because I just talked to a person, and they're going to be anonymous, but their husband is getting really, really drunk and can't get sober, and I know I'm supposed to, be talk to the person, and she related this to me. She says, it's like he's possessed. Your mother sucks hot dogs in hell. Reagan. Marin. I think I'd focus on that one. If I do delve into the Exorcist stuff, I'll focus on that one rather than the other famous Exorcist case that was made into a film. But there's parallels to extreme selfishness and addiction and the personality as being under the influence of a evil spirit. Weird. Speaking of evil spirits, I was going to do this. Talk about that and then go, bless us. But I'm using a different camera, as you can see. My whole camera's out. See? Oh, so these are like talk story about upcoming video and stuff going on, and also newspaper. We'll get to that in a second. But Vine Sancte Spiritus. I found out that as a layman, I'm not supposed to go like this. That's for the priests. I could do this because it's like Father, Son, and Holy Ghost bless me, so I can be, better contact with prayer. Or bless me, save me from bad stuff. But I don't do this. Only priests do that. I guess I can do that, but it doesn't. There's no spiritual authority behind it. Remember, only the most holy triune God for me. You guys can do whatever you want. If you want to join in, that's fine. That's fine. I'm fine. I'm happy with that. I don't care. I like to not be ashamed of it, because I don't want to be ashamed of it. I'm not trying to promote it. Well, if it works for you, it works for you. But this person saying he's getting nasty, and he's drunk. It's like he's possessed. And I talked to her, asked her about it. He's like, yeah. She was like, really? He was like, that sister is in a bad situation. She said, little prayers, and tell him to get the fuck out of that situation. You don't want to be in a violent domestic thing. She's like, she's pulling stuff. She tries to leave material reminders, so even if she's not around, you're always thinking about it, because that's how they work. There's a certain bizarre way that mind works. So there's certain workarounds. That's really what I want to get into. Describe it and get to the workarounds. I don't know. Well, speaking of videos that went wrong, my Toastmaster thing went wrong. And so what I'm gonna do here is, oh my gosh, to do this. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. Yeah. I'm gonna try the same thing again, except this time my camera's not gonna run out of recording time, and I am gonna record it, and I'm gonna have to, if I look over here, I have to look right into that thing and say, hi there, I'm looking you right in the eye. Hey, I'm making eye contact. You look at that little dot, right? You don't look at the people on the Zoom. You look at the little dot. And I'll try not to say the brand name too much because they got plenty of whatever. Yeah. And that background screen is just silly. That's just silly. And that's even worse. Okay. That's silly. That's dumb. Old-timey Hawaii? Hey, maybe we'll switch it around. That's what we'll do. Anything to beef up the time and make you guys, hey, watch a long time, I swear. Watch all the way through. I promise. I try and make them content all the way through. Except for the Odua one, I had to read some of the white paper because it's important. And then the guy's his talk, this Chief Blessing, I can't pronounce his last name. He's from Nigeria. Ove, I don't want to mess it up. So, yeah, he's talking about sub-Sahara, so just under the desert, right in that whole part, so like middle part of Africa, all the way across, from the Ivory Coast to like Kenya. I say he's like the coordinator for Odua Coin, that whole place. Whoa. And he's a chief. Chief Blessing. What a first name. Oh, interesting. But, yeah, he's a coordinator, so he gives a little talk. He's like saying, hey, fiat money's in the past, man. That stuff's going the way of the dodo. It's like, holy crap, man. Some of these people, and they know what they're talking about. We in America, everything's gonna be fine. It can't happen here. Because the politicians told me so just before the election. Well, you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. The headlines of today's paper. Thumbnail. I did that as a joke, and I was like, hey, that's actually useful. Cases hit record 109 high. I think, I didn't even look at this. I think we may have hit the breaking point here. This is Hawaii recorded 109 new COVID cases on Wednesday, marking the highest daily count since the pandemic emerged in February. It's the first time the case number hit triple digits, prompting government leaders to consider tighter restrictions on activities that might lead to the spread of the deadly virus. The teachers are already going, hey, man, we don't got enough time to try. You want to open up or you want to open up schools? We don't got enough time. And all these little ladies talking like that because they're part of the teacher union. They're thugs. Personal editorial opinion. Actually, they're not. They're gangsters. I digress again. So, yeah. Gosh, I'm all over the map. I think about certain things, I'm just like, oh man, so much stuff. There's a little lady on TV, you know, nice as like, she's like, you know, talking about people going out in different places and spreading it around, not being careful, masks, right? Right now it's going to be masks everywhere. Masks, only 10 people if you're in public, and stuff like that. And if you're jogging, wear your mask. If you get tired, Slow down. Or don't jog. But this little lady, she's like, she's like this. She's going, it's not very smart of them to just go out and not be careful. Matter of fact, they're idiots. It's like, fuck yeah, lady. It's like, even a nice little lady's going, they're idiots. They're following their id. Well, here it is, record high. What the heck's going to happen? This could affect pushback of reopening Hawaii. I doubt it, though. They're going to be so hard up to reopen. Governor Inge said the jump in numbers was anticipated because the state laboratories was not testing during the Hurricane Douglas. Yeah, blame it on the testing. Yeah. We had an off day because the hurricane. That's why the spikes. I've heard these kind of arguments before. I no concur. I don't think so. I don't think so. Wait a minute. Let me try this thing out here. When you're a little kid, you give these magnifying glasses. Like, hey, you little kid, I'm like Sherlock Holmes now. You play around with it. Look at the little bug. They get older. It's like, I can't read that fine print. But you're still like, hey, Sherlock Holmes, look at me. You hold it the wrong way, it turns upside down. This kind of sucks a little bit. Alright. This ain't working. We need some type of news. Back in the day, look at that. Oh, 1961. Oh my gosh. It's as old as I am. It's a basic museum being built. I'm as old as a museum. And they use a little magnifying glass to look at the little letters. Big Island Mayor has no plans to change policies as state sees COVID-19 spike. Heh. So, they already got their kind of restrictions. They're just not going to do anything. But they want to do tracking. Big Island. Chocolate Sun examples of the Caribbean. And now you know what it feels like, eh? When storm coming bearing down your neck. This information grows with case surge. Oh, here we go. Providence, Rhode Island. The world races to find a vaccine and a treatment for COVID-19. There seemingly no antidote in sight for burgeoning outbreak of coronavirus conspiracy. Oh, I see. He did a play on words, which I think is a pun. I'm not sure exactly what the pun definition is, but I think it's just play on words. So I'm probably wrong. There's no antidote in sight for conspiracy theories. That's because there's no cure for stupid. Not all conspiracy theories are lame out there, but some definitely are. Some have some real truth to it, I think. Guess I'm going to go over my sister and we're going to talk about conspiracy series stuff someday. Conspiracy, but here we have motive. Motive to lie. Oh, you're kidding me. What the fuck? Virginia's calling. It's the CIA. Hello? Fucking prank call shit. Not prank. It's a robot call. We're trying to sell you insurance for your car. We're so urgent. We're trying to make... God damn it. Same thing. I keep blocking that call and it's like a robot. Where was I? Sham cures. Yeah, there's motive to lie. Because there's big money for cure and people want the cure and they're desperate. And that's when scammers come out, when people are desperate. There's going to be a bunch of snake oil vaccine, right? Hey man, it's a cure-all. So watch out about hoaxes, anti-vaccine myths, sham cures. A phenomenon unfolding mostly on social media this week when President Donald Trump retweeted a false video. He retweeted a false video about an anti-malaria drug. Oh, that crap. It doesn't work. Don't take prescription medicine and go, well, somebody told me. Here, try this bottle of pills there, kitty. Experts worry the torrent of bad information is dangerously undermining the efforts of the virus, whose death rate in the U.S. is 150,000 dead. 150,000 dead in the U.S. Wednesday. By far the highest in the world, according to the tally kept by Johns Hopkins University. Over 500,000 people have died. 500,000 people. I remember early when they were saying, it's just another, it's a conspiracy. See, this is false information. Get real information. Like with the Fauci guy, he's good. Get from like reputable people. Reputable. No, this doesn't work. Everything's a fucking I try not to be bad mouth. I want to chew my words. The video. Where's me up here, right? Somewhere. God. Just try to make fun of this stuff. Try to make light of it. But the seriousness, don't ignore. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled again. But when this virus first came out, everyone's saying, it's just the flu. And they're confusing the flu numbers with the other numbers. And they're saying everything's fine, corona. So they're just pumping their numbers. By the way, speaking of pumping numbers, subscribe. It's free. Like. Leave comments. For sure. Leave comments. Watch all the way through. Share with your friends. They'll love you. They're like, what the heck is Mongoose Max Invasion? It's Mongoose Max, so I eat. Who's this kook? What the hell is he doing? Why is he talking to me? What's the purpose? So my purpose right now is to tell you, don't get fooled. Right? There's social media. There's this and that. Only listen to experts. There's going to be so much info, especially with cures. Right? Because right now, they're testing stuff. As best I know, they're testing. Someone got the first shot, kind of one experimental test. They have no idea. They're starting the laboratory test stuff. There's no vaccine right now. There's nothing. U.S. will slash military presence in Germany. Achtung! Which I think means attention. Achtung! Attention! Achtung! Attention! Attention! Anti-COVID system installed as fans return to Tokyo Dome. See, like this stuff. Tokyo Dome, I grant it's like a big freaking thing, eh? It's big. Upgrades of Tokyo Dome unveiled. Baseball game. Yeah. I found out the feature of these cameras. They work for about 20 minutes. And then they shut themselves off. That's not fair. But it also cuts off my ending, which is, oh man, this is making me jump through hoops and hoops and hoops and hoops and hoops. Let's choose a virtual background. What the heck? Suit of armor. Well, we're getting towards the end. About that. Yeah, that's nice. I'm doing my dual camera thing and recording and everything. Am I still recording? Yep, that goes on. See, the thing is, with the trouble with the camera is, on the other one too, which is not working now, gets to the end, and then it shuts off by itself, and that might be the reason why the whole audio is off. I'm not sure. But this is the one, and we're looking at try to be brief. We're looking at the baseball stadium, which is blah, 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 which is about, after the paper, which I can't find now anymore. Anyways, yeah, 19,000 people, Tokyo, trying to make a baseball stadium. It's a bubble. We're all safe inside here. But then 19,000 people inside, just take one person in there. It's all about, like, plague safety. Safety in the plague. And then I went to letter to the editors, so I've already looked at this now. But I'll be synapsize faster. This one was Constitution protects state sovereign rights. So, James Fukumoto, yay for you. Liberal news coverage of the federal government to peaceful demonstrations was biased because the reason was to regain law and order. Similar logic was applied to other autocrats to take over their countries because they know better than their citizens. The 10th Amendment of our Constitution protects the sovereign rights of each state to govern, which includes protection of its citizens' law and order. Absolutely. So this guy made a really good point. State powers, federal powers, and federal powers overstep their rights. Absolutely. And this is like the Hawaiian Airlines story is insensitive and disgraceful. Because if someone died, it's insensitive and graceful. Let's try to extend compassion and understanding. Okay, we got 109 cases today, 150,000 deaths in the U.S. So I want you to go to each and every 150,000 people and their families. Every single 150,000 families and friends. 150,000 times. And extend your compassion and understanding. This thing is big, and it's going to get like more and more impersonal. It's not to diminish that people are dying from this. It's to, don't get insensitive to this is real. If it gets close to home, it's watch out time. Don't penalize bars to protect their patrons. Like, I'm into town twice a week to go to Costco. Before I go home, I stop at the Kalihi bars. That's where all the titty bars are. And I have 2 beers and go home after putting some dollars. I got 2 beers, so like, well, hold on, my wife, girlfriend, whatever, significant other, my boyfriend. I go to the titty bars. I was having a problem telling my boyfriend that I went straight. No, sorry. I'm making up crap. At every bar I went to, they took my temperature, everyone wore masks. They had these plastic dividers to separate the patients. I felt safe as a customer. I sometimes wear a face mask shielded with a mask. The trouble with the mayor and governor is that they penalize the large bars and give them a slap on the wrist and let it open the next day. What kind of punishment is that? They should close them for a month. And then maybe the bars will wise up about the following the rules. Why punish the small bars in restaurants? Have any of these small bars and everyone says, hey, watch out, man. Everybody gotta be careful. The ones who aren't, that's where they get the spread. Simple. Hey, we're not treated fairly. Fuck that noise. I mean, I'm not even sure, you got wearing a mask and plastic dividers separating patients. I felt safe as a customer. Hey, buddy, you're indoors. It's like, think of a room being humid, and that is the cloud of the plague. Time to switch. It's raining in my room constantly. Oh, singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. Oh, that song my dad used to do. Public irresponsible at beaches. Yes, they are irresponsible. They're driving around jam-packed with cars. Yes, the outside is open air, but if people are close proximities for long periods of time, you have no points of exposure, then it's spread. Like, people are kind of wise, but then people are kind of stupid. Not individual people are stupid, like the general masses. When you get like general masses, it's like, how dumb can you get? It's gonna spread if you don't wear the mask. If you start breathing, the best thing to do, stay away. As much as you can, stay away. Government, shout out to the governor and county mayors and all members of the state leadership workforces. Great job working together for safety and well-being of Hawaii citizens. Absolutely, I agree. Joyce Sugawa of Waipahu. Yeah, Joyce, I agree with you too. I agree with Gordon Lau, Kaneohe. I agree with you too. I agree with Priest Chris Higgins of Kalihi. I agree with you. And James Fukumoto of Aya. I agree with you. And whatever you are, Christina Gilkey of Kahalu'u. I agree with you. In Kahalu. Mask can help COVID war. I agree with you. Wayne Hidanai of Wailuku. Defeating the virus is not difficult. Vietnam, a third world country, has no deaths. Well, that's the thing too, you know. Check out places that are having success. But you know, you just can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime. Hey, tell me what you think of this. I should put up my high school yearbook picture. My high school yearbook picture looks like this guy. This guy is Robert Cornelius, 1830 or 1829. He took a self-portrait. It's the earliest known selfie. Frickin' next to my high school yearbook picture. I'm a doppelganger from the past. No, it just freaked me out. I should do that, show my picture up there. But anyways, hang loose. Try to be... Hang loose, have fun, and try to be creative, and you know, be nice to someone, especially if they're close to you. Happiness, safety, hang loose. Aloha.